Well, whatever your plans are this year to celebrate Labor Day, chances are you've had to make some changes because of COVID-19. In fact, a new survey suggests a lot of us actually change our plans because of this pandemic. Fox 61's Aisha Bowe has more.
About 40% of us had some, according to NerdWallet, and then more than half of those folks canceled. Most of them blamed COVID-19. Others are adapting to their plans. 30% shortened the length of their vacay, while 25% shortened the distance from home. Of those who still plan to travel this weekend, an overwhelming majority will drive. In fact, 21% say they usually fly, but they're opting for a car this time. Hotels and motels are still the most popular places to stay, though a third of travelers say they will crash with friends or family. Another 22% will rent a place.
And again, we want to know what you're up to this Labor Day, so send us an email to share61@fox61.com, or you can send us some photos wherever you got. Send them our way.